Building downtown. Building downtown.
Hey, it's the Building Downtown. You can follow us on social media at the Building DT. Follow and subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Google Music, wherever you get your podcasts from. I'm your host, Jason Kelly. You can find me at JKellyMMA. You can find my co-host, Kirill Kasatskiy at Apostle Raps, and Amy Barton at Ames Bell. KOTD coming off the East, round 2. It sounded a whole lot like Jenna Jameson trying to take down Mandingo. The event should have been called Choke Hazard. We had 4 battles. 2 of them, they fucking choked. 1 of them, the guy didn't even get a first round off. I think he said like 8 words. So we got some shit to talk about. Starting at the top of the list, though, the biggest battle, the main event, so to speak, Head Ice versus XL. I thought it was neck and neck going in. Amy, I know last week you said that it was one of those things like where styles make fights, and this one isn't going to be what people think they're going to get out of it. Mm-hmm. Kirill, I know that you had some comments about the judging. What are your guys' thoughts on that main event?
Who's gonna go first?
Fucking pick one.
Okay. Amy, you go.
What the fuck? No, I mean, I was about that one for either way, even though I thought that it wasn't going to be what we expected, and for sure, at least the third round was not what I expected. Although, it's not like Ice never chokes, but I don't know. He seemed off.
Sorry for breaking up. Did you ever see him choke before? Because I've been sort of a fan. I haven't I've turned from a casual fan into balls deep into tournament, right? But I love battle rap, and Head Ice was one of the dudes that stuck out to me. That's what I was gonna ask. Have you seen him choke before?
No, he's definitely.
Yeah, that happened before. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about it being that severe. I think that he's not usually reacted to himself that severely when he chokes.
I agree with you there, Amy. There's definitely been stumbles, minor chokes, but nothing that bad, and nothing where he's just blatantly let it out where you're like, oh fuck, he's choking.
Right. You got that choke. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a couple people being like, oh shit, I've never seen Ice choke ever, and I was like, ever? I mean, not again.
Well, that would be somebody like me who's casual, right? Because I haven't seen it. That was a shock to me. That was heartbreaking, man.
No, yeah. So like I said, not to that degree. I've never seen him choke in anything I've ever watched him do to that degree, nor vocalize his frustration like that. But to say he's never choked is not true. But other than that, I will also say I felt that he was just a tick off in his first round at the beginning, and I'm not sure why I felt that way. In the end, it really didn't matter. Also, irrelevant to anything, but like seeing him next to XL, I forgot what a big ass dude he is. Like, you get these tight ass camera, right? You get these tight ass camera angles, or like you get him battling a Pat or something, and he just looks normal. And then you get him in a small room with, I mean, Penn's not a small dude, so that was not a big contrast. But like in front of XL, I was just like, I'm scared.
No shit. Because I'm pretty sure XL is not like 4'10" or anything. Like I think he's a normal sized human being. Like, he probably stands like 6 feet or something. And Ice just looked like a fucking dinosaur across from him.
Right. So there was that. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Those are my biggest takeaways. I'll say that I've always been I Head Ice fan, I would say, and this is something that comes up often when he battles, but has come up big time in this tournament because people are putting so much more weight on it because it's judged and there's the big, $50K at the end, is that 80% of what he says, it hits and it sounds good and people like it, but it doesn't fucking mean anything. Like you can listen to almost any of his rounds and go, what the fuck is he talking about? Mm-hmm. And so for me, I feel like that is probably to his detriment in a tournament setting, if it's going to be really close, because a lot of people like the more personal things, the more current pop culture things, and he just does a lot of old head talking, and that always kind of, even though I like him, that always kind of bothers me because I'm like, what are you talking about? You're just talking. Which I do. Like I'll talk to a brick wall if anything talks back, but I'm not in it being judged or trying for money. So that always bothers me a little bit. But I love the guy. I wish, much like Thesaurus, I wish that ender had not ended that way because I think we might have seen a different outcome.
Yeah, that definitely hurt him. And Krillis, what was it? Something you said about the judging when we were watching the battles?
Well,
the Head Ice.
Because remember we discussed what would you have to do to win a battle after a choke like that, right? Mm-hmm. And that was exactly the situation, right? And we calculated, right? You would have to get 8 for the third round, right? Because even if he was going 10-9, 10-9, 2 rounds, right? If Ice was
Yeah, that's right.
right, he would have to get an 8 in the third round, and there's no way he was getting an 8 for that, right?
Yeah,
Especially after he snapped him a fuck and all that, right? You could see that he lost it, right? He lost his cool. So not only he stumbled, he lost his cool, right? So that means he's obviously choking, he's obviously losing it. So there's no way he was getting 8 in that, right?
yeah, and that's the thing too. I remember now because when the battle was going on, we were talking about that. How
Because
that could
the reason I'm saying
possibly be
that
a draw.
The reason I'm saying that is because it's like I said, I wasn't that familiar with Excel. I've seen one of his battles, right? I've seen like 10 head ice battles or something. So I was kind of rooting for the guy, right? So I was just like, shit. And I really like what he puts out, right? And then when he choked, I was just like, what would it have to be, right? And it would have to be that 8 in the third. And that wasn't happening.
Yeah, because that's what would have been if it was 10-9, 10-9, 8-10, like just for ice, that would result in a friggin' 28 score in the end, and they can't have a draw.
Oh yeah, and then it would still have to be tipped, right? It would
Yep.
still have to be tipped, and it would have to be tipped to the guy who didn't choke. Obviously,
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But I also wanted to highlight that I have it written down here. Actually, they excelled at fucking it was a long build up to a punch about that Ice running everything but the fucking ride to the battle.
Yeah, he guys controls everything except for a ride to his battle.
I actually fucking laughed out loud for that one. I was like, oh shit, that was good. It was so long. I was just like, what is he doing with this? And oh shit.
I mean, his opener about Eddie I coming back was kind of fun as well.
Yeah,
that was it was a great battle, man. And I think if Ice didn't choke, it would be close. You know what I mean? It would be a close one. But I would think that still Head Ice would have taken it 2-1. But it was a good battle.
Mm-hmm. And the other tournament battle from that day was J Murda and Showoff. Some what was it? Avo called it, Amy? A buddy battle. But he said Holohan and Pat Stay, they set off and made that cool. Showoff and J Murda, from what I understand, are very, very tight. They came in.
You see that handshake? Together.
What's that?
You see that handshake? You got to be tight to know.
And yeah, they put on an awesome show, and like there was no like what Pat did with the back tattoo. Whether that's true or not, it's just there was no like deep exposing each other's darkest secrets. There's none of that shit. It was a good battle. They went back and forth. They had some direct shit for each other. And like Kirill said when we were watching the battle, he's like, I feel like I'm watching a URL battle. I was like, you kind of are. But it was fucking dope. And I'm glad they didn't change things up for the KOTD platform. I thought only one watch. I thought Showoff just edged it barely, but I wasn't surprised or mad J Murda won. I like both of them, and I definitely want to see more from both of them.
It seemed like they're going tip to toe, whatever what the expression is. You know what I mean? Like they were going head to head, and that was a hard battle too, right? You see how the mood switched from the two battles before to.
Yes.
I mean, they weren't. Let's say I don't want to downplay anybody, but they weren't the greatest. They weren't the greatest battles, right? But the fucking the level of the guys, that, you know what I mean? Just the fucking like they hopped 10, 20 levels up. You know what I mean? It was just like. You could definitely notice that it switched to the event,
Yeah, and it didn't help with what we'll get into in a few minutes here because I want to see what Amy has to say about the J Murda and Showoff battle, but it definitely didn't help with what we saw in the earlier battle of the night, the choking. But even the last week, 2 weeks ago, I guess, in the South, when they had Street Hems and Lou Cypher, and I forget what the other one was. I can't think what was off the top of my head, but they had those two battles, and like you could clearly see the difference once you went to So Severe and fuck man, why am I so blanking today? Eddie I. Fuck. But with this one, yeah, you could see it even more because J Murda and Showoff, they're more experienced than Eddie I or So Severe. They've been on bigger stages than those two. Actually, I don't know if I can say that for sure, but definitely had more experience doing this. So yeah, you could really see a drastic difference from
the mood switch
tournament to that one. Yeah, the whole room changed.
I mean, I will say that this was, y'all don't know the struggle over here. This was one of the battles that I did not see much of because I did not have any internet. So based on what I did see, I'll say that like J Murda came out right from the beginning, just straight cooking, just from go.
Yeah.
I would say that though again, I didn't see every breath of this. I think I gave him the first. I gave Showoff the second from what I saw. And I did see the third. I felt like compared to the first two rounds, I felt like J Murda lost some steam in the third round. I think it was pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And also him talking through the beginning of Showoff's third round was extremely annoying. But anyway, whatever. And so I based on what I could see, we talked about this before the show and over the weekend. I thought Showoff got it. I thought Showoff would have gotten it from the judges. I went into the battle expecting J Murda to take it so that he got the decision because it was close, or that people saw it that way is not surprising, particularly since I didn't see every last syllable. But I did think Showoff got it. I laughed a little bit. I saw, Ben Swayze, who everybody wants to judge everything, all caps in the chat, saying that he was going to forever be mad at himself that he couldn't judge this battle because he was supposed to be there judging, but had some family thing come up. Right before the event, and even Ilmac was in there fucking, king of the doubt, we need a robbery or the judges are at it again emoji for the chat, or emote or whatever. So I mean, look, Frack is whichever of the ones close ones you want to talk about, same thing. Well, Frack and is the exception, was my point, but like all these other ones that are so close, what are you gonna do? I thought Showoff took it, but here we are.
Whenever it's close, it always comes down to a judge preference at that moment, right? It's nothing nobody can, you know what I mean? You can argue all you want, but that's the way that person felt it at that time, and that's it, right? Like this, and hopefully at this point, hopefully the judges are credible enough where you can't argue. At this point, if it was close, it's literally a judge's preference. That's it.
One thing about these battles where people have been saying there's been robberies, like the Fract is. People saying the Showoff should have won this one. I don't think anyone's claimed anything to be as big of a robbery, like the outcry after the Fract is thing. But like those two, even Severe against Scotty, a lot of people were saying that they think Scotty won. And not an outcry or anything like, oh my God, complete robbery. But those guys, they're loud, they're aggressive. And when you're there in the building, but that's what they switch up after that, to have two people outside of the building. But in the building, I think those judges might probably always lean towards the guy who's more aggressive, because his stuff comes off much harder when you're standing in that room. And J Murda he's loud, he's aggressive, he's got like that rough fucking voice, and he comes hard with shit. And the gangster shit that he says, he makes it sound believable. So that might have something to do with it too, because Alvo has said that about the Diz battle. So that could be, and other people said that about that battle as well. And I'm not saying Diz, nobody's like Diz. I mean, he screams and fucking bricks fall out of buildings, but there might be something to that. You know what I mean? That energy when you're in the room and you would be and you're judging, it might just overshine, that slick suaveness of Showoff.
It's what it also will come. I don't know right now what it's like. I know by the judging of my judging experience from back in the day, you know what I mean. Sooner or later, you get a group of people or certain individuals will start sticking out that are judges that will judge accordingly to performance, no matter what, yelling or smooth, right? It's just maybe it is in the working out stages, like they're working out the bugs, fighting the right people too, right? Because it is hard, and obviously aggressive shit will come up better, right? But aggressive shit will get to you better in terms of hearing it and accepting it, right? But he could be saying whoop de whoop blah. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Right. It's
hippity hoopla.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was, right? So
you could be counting in English while doing a battle in Germany, and everybody reacts to it. Remember when Pat did that shit?
Yeah. There's like generations of judges by this point in Russia, right? Because the MP3 battle's been going on forever, right? And there's certain individuals that stick out, right? And if there's even the say border judges, right? Certain individuals that are on it will be looked on more than, you know what I mean? Even if you lost the battle, but that judge gave it to you, you're like, fuck it, that guy gave it to me. It's that's what, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, you are. And KOTD too is they're trying to get fans to basically grade the judges as they're going through them. So
and
you
that's
can
great.
tell
That's good. That's very good.
Ever since that round one in the West, they've done everything to kind of do exactly what you're saying, right? You got to give different people chances. Ben Swayze is obviously, I'd say, the one that stands out the most. But 6 Seconds has done a great job. The what's her name? I can never remember her name. Plus today I'm fucking stupid for some reason, so I apologize. But the one female judge they've had doing some of the judging, she's been getting good reports back, and they're mixing it in with different people. So
they're all doing a good job, right? It's just that are they doing it right? Right? Because people could be doing the best of their abilities, but they still don't understand certain things, right? So you still gotta find the right people for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the people that are on it right now are doing very good job. You know what I mean? Obviously, Ben Swayze stands out very much. You know what I mean? And the people that you named, but they are doing a good job. They're gonna work it out.
Yeah. Now down to the non-tournament battles from round 2 of the East. Red Flag and what'd you call them before, Amy? Angel Hair Pasta 20 or something? Fettucine 20. Fettucine 20. Another thing, once again, this tournament's bringing a beautiful thing where I want to see more Fettucine 20. I didn't even know that was a person that existed. Right. Fuck, he's nice. Right. He's nice. I liked him. Kirill couldn't get over why fucking Buddy didn't say anything about Red Flag's beard. Kirill was fucking appalled by it from the moment he laid eyes on him. I don't know why, but he's not a fucking fan of Red Flag's beard. Didn't mind him battling, but he had a problem with the beard.
I mean, it just seems like a target to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool, though. And see, it's funny, right, Amy? Like, where Kirill before was just a casual fan, now he's getting balls deep in it. I didn't even think to mention to him anything about Red Flag. And he's like, this guy's a fucking lawyer? Like, yeah. There's been a couple of those over the years. But yeah, it's fun. He kind of reignites the excitement at times like that for me.
Why
that was a good battle, though.
I don't know, because I like I said, I'm used to it. It's just I'm used to battle rap of a different magnitude and different perspective, right? So when I hear a lawyer battling, maybe right now Russian battle rap, the thing that I'm talking about grew into lawyers battling too. I have no idea, right? But in my day when we used to battle, there's just neighborhood kids. There are no fucking lawyers battling.
Well, I mean, the vast majority of these people aren't going to be making a living off of doing this.
But also these guys are all like, a lot of them are past 30 and shit. So it's not too surprising. I was just like, wow, a lawyer at a rap battle is just kind of, I don't know. Does that seem like a normal thing?
I was telling Kirill about when I was with you're doing Rear Naked Choke Radio.
It's the first one I come across, right? To me, it was just like, what the fuck?
Well, I was telling Kirill when I was doing Rear Naked Choke Radio, when Conor McGregor pulled that terrorist attack in Barclays in New York.
Yeah.
And then when the next day or 2 days or whatever later, when he was going to court to get bail, friggin' Dunch was in the courtroom. And he put something on social media about it. So I messaged him right away. And I was like, yo, can you come on the show tonight and talk about, like, what's going on in the courtroom, what it's like, what the atmosphere is like? And he was like, yeah, no. I don't think so.
Dunch lived not too far from me in Brooklyn when I lived up there.
But you know what I mean? The beard and the lawyer aside, I think he did a good job too, man. I think that was a fucking close battle. I love the fucking the thing that he said that we're the Run the Jewels doubles. Me and Poison Panda run the Jewels doubles.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and that beard too. This LP's got the same fucking beard, bro. I swear. It was just like, what? I because I'm such a fan of Run the Jewels, right? I just seen the picture right away. It's like, no way.
Yeah, that was really good.
I could have done look, I'm here all day for the food, and I was joking around about the angel hair pasta, but in the second round, especially, I think, or I don't remember which round it was, but there were just too many. Red Flag went too far into the Italian pasta food. The James Gandolfini moment was kind of okay, but like I was just like, bro, stop! It's not funny anymore. Like we all had our own jokes when we saw the non-tournament battles. Like he's heard all of this and whatever battles he's had, even if we've not heard them, and just it was too many for me. It wasn't a second round. I don't know.
But we're Flags. Definitely want to see as much of him as possible. Fettucine 20. Need to go check out some of his old shit.
It was a good battle. It was a good battle.
Very good battle. But
even what I was saying, sorry, before you get into that, even what I was saying, that was a good battle, but when it switched to J Murda and Showoff, it still switched to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the 50 grand, or maybe it's the level of the guys that are battling, I don't know, but you could definitely feel the switch.
Yeah, you figure the 50 grand would up your performance, and I think that's why we're seeing more chokes too, friggin', because the pressure's starting to mount.
Yeah, the pressure's real for sure.
Yeah, if somebody chokes in like the semis, that's going to be fucking brutal. You're one win away from the finals. You can taste the 50 Gs, and then you choke. Oh my god, You might need to go talk to someone after that.
Get a counselor.
Yeah, fuck yeah, or fuck beat someone up or something. Don't do that. But yeah, kicking the night off. Dubb Da Phenom versus Citty Towers. I mean,
It's battle
we
rap.
never
bro.
want to turn it into shit on anyone's show, but fuck City. What was the line, Krill? This is battle rap.
But it's battle rap, bro. I
This
think
is
that was. I'm not sure if bro was in there, but his battle rap was for sure the line.
When yeah,
But it's
City
battle rap. Fuck it.
City got about 4.5 words into his very first round and just kept going. This is battle rap, battle
See, that's
rap,
what,
battle
like
rap.
when Head Ice choked, he choked like mid through his round, pretty much to the end or something, right? And
Yeah.
he still tried to push it out something, right? When City Towers gave it up, that was a little fucking, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? I'd rather, not that I want to see Carter choke, but I'd rather see somebody fucking try and freestyle or do something, beat a punching bag, because you showed up there, you're there to do it. You know what I mean? That's why I was just kind of like, that was I don't give a fuck. Everybody has a bad day, but don't quit.
Yeah. That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That was fucking rough though, because pitcher being in that position,
Probably.
you get this opportunity, you're standing there, everybody's like ready to go, we're ready to kick it off. You're up first, round one, and you're just like,
Not that my opinion matters that
man.
much, but my opinion of him would be, as a battler, would be better if he kept on fucking choking, or at least trying to freestyle something,
That's
spit
fair.
something. You know what I mean?
That's
Because
fair.
he just called it around. I was like, what the fuck just happened, man?
Yeah, and he's
Right? Like, I understand, like, when you're on stage, like, I can relate. If you're on a stage and you're performing, right? If you forget if you forget something, a line or something, you can maybe mumble something through, freestyle a couple of words, and then jump into your hook or bridge because the song is structured, right? Here's a little harder. If you choke, you know what I mean? It's harder, but it's got to be something in your head, right? Like, because you remember the second and third. Fucking throw the second in there. Do something. You know what I mean?
on Facebook right after the battle was done. He posted he's never battling again. He's done.
Did
And
he? I didn't see,
he
man.
did.
I didn't see shit about any. I didn't even see the battle.
That's-
Like, I literally saw him do that. I turned into a conceited GIF, and then my internet went out. And that was it. That was all I knew.
Yeah, it sucked. Dubb Da Phenom though, and this is another shitty thing. He had a good performance, but that choke was so bad that it's taking away from Dubb Da Phenom's
No,
good
he did
performance.
well. Why? It's not taken away from him. The only thing is that the first round was just like, what, you know what I mean? The first round was maybe taken away from him before, but he choked so bad. But then they got it off pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it worked out to be like decent in the end. I mean, I've seen shittier battles on bigger stages.
I think Carter set a standard for that shit.
For what, choking?
Yes. Exactly. If you choke, you gotta fucking fart something out. I don't know, man.
We got the North next weekend. Maybe Sharon will choke and people know for the first time ever.
Oh, you'll never tell. Not with him.
No shit. I can't believe when he told us that. Oh, I've choked lots of times. It's like a freestyle so good nobody's ever noticed. Oh my God, people must fucking hate you for that.
Well, because you know what I mean? For him, it might be so simple too, because battle rap is structured around complex bars, right? So if he forgets something and he freestyles it, there's a lot of water too, right? Because there's time, right? So a lot of people use a lot of water, a lot of connecting lines, a lot of dumb lines, you know what I mean? So his freestyle fucking bars are just regular water bars for a regular battler, right? So while he connects the pieces that he's missing, he just throws in a little water in there. That's a regular freestyle for him, and it just goes smooth while he connects to the next piece, right?
Yeah, the guy he's battling can also fucking freestyle and has fucking. Sharon's been in this shit for like, what? He's been with KOTD for like 11 years or some shit, 10 years or some shit. And I mean, he was battling before that, but it wasn't really anything like KOTD level or grind time or fucking URL or Smack DVD or any of that shit. But still. And Marv makes Sharon look like a fucking rookie. He's been around so goddamn long. That shit is gonna be amazing. Amy, you and I have said since they just announced the rosters, not even the matchups, if those two meet, we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, because either one can beat either one on any day.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. The number of years doesn't matter at this point. They're just good.
Yeah, man. And
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, it's shocking they've never crossed paths before.
I noticed, on a random side note to that, I noticed today specifically, multiple people saying if Sharon gets past Marv, which I don't think he will. And I'm like, what? I don't, it's just a weird, like you just said, like, I don't think that there's unless you're a super fan of one of them and disdainful towards the other, I think it's weird to be that resolute and saying either of them has no chance of getting past the other.
I saw Nakaya and NASA Culture put $100 up. NASA took Sharon, Nakaya took Marv. I saw that go down. I think that was in the talkback for him.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So yeah, there's money coming in on both sides. It'd be cool if somebody made like an actual. I mean, fucking. I would never take the time and effort to do it. No, like a Bet365 thing with like odds and over unders and like.
I mean, you know a guy.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But I mean, who's gonna bet on it?
Right? You never know, dude.
That's true.
They sit up there. They sit up there in that Twitch chat every weekend. Somebody does 100 on something.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking, and I wonder how you'd make the odds. See, I already said I don't want to do it. I'm already trying to think about how to fucking do it. I gotta stop this thought right now before it turns into half a fucking website.
You know somebody that's into doing odds
all the time. I know a few people.
Yeah, same actually. But yeah. I'm not interested. Have fun on your new adventure.
Fuck that. Fuck, I just accomplished getting Kirill to talk on the show. I'm not taking on any new projects yet.
And we have Ock to thank for that, not you.
But yeah, next week we just touched on Marv and Sharon. We got
there's some serious undercard battles going on.
Times and Cities, the other tournament battle. And then that's what I was just gonna jump to. They bring Gage and Joey Gambello back already.
Do we need this battle? Do we need this battle?
Why not? Fuck it. It's if you never know what's gonna happen. Who knows? We might get a bigger choke than City Towers. I hope not.
I don't think that's possible, bro.
No, I'm sure someone's done worse out there. And I do hope he doesn't actually quit. I know that afterwards on the post-battle interview, he was saying that he's upset right now. He doesn't want to make any rash decisions. So maybe, he fired that out and then started thinking like, fuck, maybe I went too far with that. Because we all have a shitty day at the office. So hopefully that doesn't fucking deter him from battling. Trust me. You can be an asshole like me and not even press record.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We all do dumb shit. But that was fucking rough. Have they announced the other non-tournament battle for North? Have you seen it?
I've seen the whole thing. Fuck, I don't know where it is now.
They got it up? Because I saw Joey engage, and I see people are saying that ATS going to shut down shit after that battle.
Michael Ice and Stackboy Chuck.
Ah, yes, I did see that. Okay.
So she should be good.
It will
should be good. Should be a good Sunday.
It will be. And when is Organic going to start bringing out the stars?
Yeah, right, dude. Like now we got to add Tretch to the list.
When is Organic going to start bringing out the stars? Direct says that he's trying to cook something up. He was telling us, but
like, look, the South's killing it on a lot of the face-offs and the vibe. The West's killing it on the fan involvement and probably the views. Penn's murdering everybody with the guests.
Yes.
So come on, Organic.
Yeah, I wonder who. Fuck. Yeah, it's got to be tough
You mean wonder who? There wasn't last time anybody.
Bomb Spaghetti was in the North.
Yeah, that fucking fictional character.
Maybe J Pro just had the dates wrong.
Here's J Pro out.
There this Sunday.
Yeah, right.
All right, everyone get your tickets. You can send e-transfer to the Billion Down Organic. Come on, I don't know. Bring Justin Bieber or something. He lives right down the street. Fucking King Fly lives in the same town that Justin's from. Remember, he told us hometown of Justin Bieber. So that makes it easy for Justin Bieber to come, right?
You imagine that vibe?
Holy, that would shut shit down. It's like holy fuck. We thought the biggest you could bring is Drake, but you went one fucking further. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yes,
no Canadians would care. He'd get a better fucking better fan reaction on social media of Canadians if he showed up like the Trailer Park Boys or some shit.
Right.
You would even get a better reaction from me on that one over quite frank.
Gotta be some Wayne Gretzky or some shit.
Somebody get Tom Green.
Oh, don't get Tom Green. He used to rap. So that
Oh my God! Wait, you're right.
I know I'm right. I'm not joking.
That's a thing.
Yeah, Tom Green the rapper. What do you think about that shit?
I think not.
Is he gonna joke? It depends if he's gonna joke off a horse or not.
I think once you get to the point in the show when you're talking about Tom Green's rap career, it's time to wrap it up.
Yep. Speaking of which, okay,
what's up?
Nope. Go ahead.
What? Now we got to hear it.
No, you don't gotta hear it. Bye.
All right. We'll be back covering the North Division round 2, and then we're off for what? Well, we aren't, but the KOTD Grand Prix is off for a weekend.
Should have a couple interesting guests this week too, right?
Yeah. There's definitely a few in the cooker right now, and another repeat coming back on the weekend. But yeah, for the off week, as we mentioned, we'll be doing the fan show and plus some other things. But we'll still be having Grand Prix people on, people related to either in the tournament or related to the tournament. Well, they take their 2 weeks off. And for the fans that don't know, hopefully, don't need to tune in on that Sunday looking for the friggin' quarterfinals to start and lose your fucking shit thinking that it's all over. You missed it.
And then boom, there's building downtown.
Yeah, exactly. Then you come see us. We'll get you through it. We'll get you through the withdrawals.
Right. We got the fix.
Yep. For Kirill Kasatskiy, Amy Barton, I'm Jay Kelly. This is the Building Downtown. We out. Peace.
Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.